Michelle Yeoh, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Well, it's a real pleasure. Thank you for having me.
This movie, I loved it.
Oh, good.
I was tearing up throughout. So yes, you made a few of us cry, I think, in this room. Why is this movie so important to you?
Because it's a beautiful romantic comedy. It's a beautiful story about family, about love, and a story that we can all relate to, irregardless of where we come from. And I think that is the most important message that we want out there. Yes, it is important because this is the first all-Asian cast since 25 years, since Joy Luck Club, that talks about contemporary Asian Americans living here today, part of the society, very much part of the fabric of the society, like I'm sure like you. That's why you are relating to it.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's important that we see a male and female lead, in a love story. Why did we have to wait so long? But I'm glad, thank you to Warner Brothers, to have that vision to say our audience is calling out. We want this. But the most important thing is, I think John Chu, our director, made such an incredible film, which will transcend the fact of the color and the language is what it is, right? But it really is about family and love.
And also getting to bring that part of the world to the big screen. Was that extra special, do you think?
It all came from the book. So well done, Kevin Kwan, because he grew up in Singapore. He left when he was 11. So all those memories, all these characters were real. And because I think he left at that age, it never got polluted. It was very pure in the way he remembered it. So all these characters came to life for him as he wrote this story. And we have 3 books. So hopefully, we will be able to tell even more of the crazy rich in Asia. But I think the crux of the matter is that it's not just about being here, but it takes you to a proud heritage. It's like bringing our friends to visit where we come from, to visit Singapore, to visit Malaysia. And I think John and his team did such an amazing job to bring the colors, the vibrance. You can almost taste the food. So whatever you do, don't go hungry when you're watching this film, because otherwise you'll be eating your chair, I swear to God. Because the food is so amazing, right? Yeah. And it's like the whole place, Malaysia and Singapore, are real characters of the story.
Yeah.
So it was important.
That scene when they're making dumplings, that was like one that really resonated with me. That's something I've done with my mom, and I felt like it was very authentic but very relatable at the same time. You and Constance, that tension is something that I think any woman can relate to when it comes to, the mom of the significant. Yes. Are you like Eleanor?
No. I think there is a vicious circle there. It's like,
absolutely.
Right, the mother-in-laws, when they have a daughter-in-law, they think, okay, what my mother-in-law did to me, now let me see how I can make it worse for you. And it is time we break the cycle.
What is one Hollywood stereotype you would like to see just go away?
I think it's been going away. In the past, I remember when I first came here to Hollywood, it was always an excuse why there is an Asian face. And so it has to be, oh, she comes from Chinatown. Oh, she's the waitress. Oh, she's from the laundromat or the takeout or something like this. Why do we have to be explained? Because you are very much part of the society here in America, right? So there shouldn't be. And I think the climate has changed because the minorities, as what we are called, are all not afraid to speak out and be heard. Because in the past, it's almost like, we're invisible. And if we should be seen, let's find a good reason why there is an Asian face in that. Oh, they're from the Chinese gang or the triads or something like that, which we are not. It's important for diversity, but don't make us a token. Just put a token Chinese face there because there's a huge big market in China right now. And if they see a Chinese face, no, that's not going to happen. If you don't tell the stories properly, if these Chinese are not represented in the proper way, we're going to take offense to that. And rightly so, because we wouldn't do that to you. So why are you doing that to us?
Have you encountered that in your career? And if you have, how have you dealt with it?
When I first, well, you know, I've been very blessed because I started my career in Asia. So all the stories have been told about us, right? And in our own way of storytelling. But when I did come out here to America, first of all, it was a little bit of a culture shock, in the sense it's like, one day I'm Chinese, next day I'm told I'm a minority. When did we Chinese become a minority? I believe we have more people in this world
There's
than
a lot
anybody,
of us all
right?
over. Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a shock. And then I think the biggest one happened was I was going for an audition, and the director turned around and said, if they cast an African-American male lead, you definitely won't get the role.
Like,
And
that's a story that you hear a lot.
Oh.
And people don't like to think that this happens.
Of course it happens. It's been happening over and over again. That's why you've not seen two leads.
And it's just of any
right?
of any minority
Yes,
casting.
yes.
Yeah.
So I was very proud when I did Star Trek Discovery. You know, the captain and the first, number one, we're supposed to be of the minority, and two women. My God, you know, did someone get the memo wrong? But it is happening. I think it's happening because the audience are really speaking their mind, and people are not willing to be quiet anymore. They want to be heard. And of course, there's the right way to be heard and a wrong way to be heard. And this is a step definitely in the right direction. And I hope it creates more opportunities, and it should.
Yeah.